What's up, Bulldogs? All right, I got a comment here where someone said, hey, John, would you mind covering some financial topics in the future, specifically how you cope with losses or how to rebuild, having trouble dealing with past regret and FOMO, especially around crypto. First of all, let's talk about the FOMO of the crypto. Let's say that you had 1,000 Bitcoins at $1 each, like you invested $1,000 in Bitcoin. If you bought Bitcoin for $1 and it went up to $100, so you 100x'd your investment, your $1,000 became $100,000. Do you not think you would have sold it then? So you would have never made millions and millions of dollars in Bitcoin unless you were just adamant about it and knew the prices were going to go up and knew they're going to continue to go up, right? Because the same thing could be said right now. You could buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a complete Bitcoin right now. And so if you bought it now and it went up, how long would you hold it? You can't really think about what could have been, especially when you're talking about speculation. That's sort of like saying, I wish I would have bet a bunch of money in blackjack, right? When you see a blackjack hand that wins. Now, what you should regret is not being smart with your money and doing smart investments, right? There's plenty of opportunities that I've seen where I could have made a buttload of money, but it wouldn't have been the most prudent choice. It wouldn't have been a great financial choice, right? So in fact, there's some companies that I've invested in. One company, I invested in the supplement company, and I invested like $15,000 or $20,000 into that company. Now I had the option to invest $100,000 into it, but I was a little gun shy on it because this is just some small supplement company. That company has since 100x'd, okay? And so if I would have put 100 into it, wow. But the thing about it is that it wouldn't have made sense then. It would have been a stupid investment. You got to really think of it that way, right? You got to think these things through and realize that you probably would not have made those decisions because they wouldn't have been smart decisions. So instead, I'm not going to plug you. I'm not going to try and sell you on real estate. If you want to do that, you want to get some help with that, you know where to find me, okay? You can email me, you can join the membership, whatever. There's links below. But that's why I invested in real estate for such a long time, for the past 20 something years. And I've made a lot of money in real estate, millions of dollars in real estate because it's solid investments. So that's what you always have to think about. So that's why I did a video about investment versus speculation. I encourage you to watch that, but you have to know the difference. Let's talk about some other things you said here. So specifically, how would you cope with losses? How have I cope with losses and rebuild? I know some guy that emailed me and he said he lost $300,000 that he made in crypto. And it's like, how do you deal with that? The way that you deal with that is you chalk it up as life experience. And once the money's gone, it's gone. Easy come, easy go. And the thing is, you just have to let these things go. And I'm kind of in that position, right? So, I had a lot of income coming in from the Bulldog Mindset membership at one time, but I kind of let it lag and was focusing on other things, and that income eventually dropped off too. And so my business that was doing extremely well with Bulldog Mindset, it's not doing as well anymore. And so what am I going to do? What am I going to focus on? That's why I started making these videos too. I'm like, okay, let's just focus on rebuilding. Let's just focus on improving and continuing to grow and making things better. And yeah, maybe it feels like starting over, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. Let's put in the work and go for it. So you have to play the ball where it lies. You got to think about, where are you right now? What can you do right now to improve your situation and go from there? Reset the high watermark. Instead, go back and say, all right, let me just live my day today. Let me just do the best that I can today. Let's not think about how things were so much more lucrative or I was doing so much better financially in the past, or I could have been. Instead, let's focus on how can I make smart financial decisions today? So that's really what you have to do. And if you do that, then you're going to have hope again. It's just the same thing, like I said, about resetting the high watermark in terms of your life, right? If you look back on your life and how things were and opportunities that you had that you missed, and you look back in terms of regret, you're not going to be motivated. You're going to feel like you're always behind. You're trying to catch up. You're trying to dig yourself out of a well, a hole that you've dug. Instead, you've got to change that focus and say, I'm resetting the high watermark. Today is a new day. This is where we're starting. Any progress we make from here is progress that we're going to celebrate. If you got a question for me, email me at john@bulldogmindset.com. If you want to become a bulldog and really learn these lessons, these deep lessons that I've been teaching you, I've got a whole catalog of over 200 videos that are lessons, not just these shorter videos on everything, on mindset, financial freedom, women, all kinds of stuff, diet, nutrition, all that. Click link down below, join us.